Another update on recovery efforts in the city of Rome following last week's tornado. Eyewitness News reporter Jessica Landman was there.
In an effort to keep everyone informed and updated on the aftermath of the tornado in Rome, Rome's Mayor Jeff Lanigan and Oneida County Executive Anthony Picenti provided an update on the cleanup of the city.
I want to give an update on our roads and power updates. We are 100% open on the roads except for in front of the two churches that sustained serious damage. That is mainly because the worry that they may collapse. So those are both blocked off, which is going to be West Court Street and West Liberty in the blocks of the churches. Perry Street, we're still working on Perry Street to get that up and running, but that is still closed. As far as our parks and pools, all of our pools will be back up and running tomorrow. They will be staffed. Our kids will be able to get out there and get some pool time in. Our parks will be up and running. They will be staffed tomorrow with all of our activities going on. The only parks that will still be closed are Griesick Park, Crescent Park, Triangle Park, Fort Stanwix, Gansevoort, and Veterans. Those are obviously some of our most hit areas. We focused on getting the streets cleaned, and now we're focusing on the parks, but we are going to leave those closed for this time until we can make sure that there's no debris or anything that our kids can get hurt on or anybody else who wants to enjoy our parks. So those are going to be the exception, but all of the rest of our parks, our drop-in program down at Pennyfield, everything like that will be up and operational tomorrow, and it will continue forward.
Along with a speedy cleanup process that has happened over the last week to help Rome residents, the city and the county also set up several funds to help victims of the storm. Reporting in Rome, I'm Jessica Landman, Eyewitness News.
The village of Ilion has put out a statement regarding storm damage done to the former Duofold factory on Spruce Street. A large part of that structure collapsed last Tuesday afternoon during the storms that moved through the area. Ilion Mayor John Stevens notes that the property was in the process of being sold but had not yet closed the deal. The old factory is still the property of the village, and the village is warning tonight that the building is not safe and no trespassing will be permitted. The village, the Herkimer County Industrial Development Agency, and the prospective owner are working on a plan to bring the rest of the building down. The National Weather Service investigators continue to uncover evidence of more tornadoes spawned by the weather system that saw an EF2 tornado hit Rome last week. The investigators have identified 2 more tornadoes having touched down, one not far from the city of Rome and the other in the North Country. The Weather Service reports seeing damage that could be consistent with a tornado near the town of Lee. Reports of trees down and power poles tipped over in Lee were overshadowed by the damage done in the city of Rome last week. Up north, the Weather Service determined that an EF1 tornado struck the wooded area between Limekiln Lake and Little Moose Lake northeast of Old Forge. The Weather Service says that tornado was on the ground for almost 4.5 miles and was 150 yards wide. They estimate the tornado was capable of peak winds up to 100 miles an hour, and they expect to have more information available regarding that Lee tornado later this evening. The Oneida County reopened the DMV